Zero temperatures are unbearable for everyone, of course, but they can be deadly for people living on the street.
Emergency cold shelters were packed last night, and they expect overflow crowds again tonight. And as the long, cold winter drags on, Local 12 News reporter Joe Webb found that shelter resources are being stretched pretty thin.
For the last few days, they've been lining up for Covington's emergency shelter an hour before the door opens. Last night, local shelters housed about 500 people, and they're expecting even bigger crowds tonight. Every last bed at Northern Kentucky's only emergency cold shelter was taken last night. An overflow crowd slept in hallways and offices. Anything to beat the cold.
Last night we sheltered 82 people, which is 50% above our building's capacity. Our capacity is 42 people, and we saw 82 last night.
The most in the shelter's 5-year history, all getting a bed, shower, use of laundry, and a meal. With sub-zero temperatures, they are taking all comers. Covington police who see people walking on the street are sending them to the shelter. They had people coming in until 4 o'clock this morning.
We last night had two emergency room referrals from St. Elizabeth, so people who were treated at the hospital and it was time for discharge and they had nowhere to go.
It was a similar story at the drop-in center in Over-the-Rhine. The temperatures and crowds triggered the opening of the county's winter shelter.
We had 226 people at our shelter and 135 at the winter shelter last night. So that's close to almost 400 people. It's a lot of people.
Estimates of the tri-state homeless population are always disputed for a variety of reasons. Later this week, Northern Kentucky service providers will conduct its annual K-count, a homeless census.
So it's not as much just going out and doing the survey and counting the people. It's going to be actually helping them. So we have winter items that we're going to hand out to them, food, hygiene bags. So we're going to try to supply them with some necessary needs as well.
The shelter in Covington is about to lose its home. The building it's in has been sold to Gateway Community College. They do not know where they're going to relocate, but hope it's someplace convenient. Because last night, they had people coming here from Gallatin County and Pendleton County just to have a warm place to sleep. In Covington, Joe Webb, Local 12 News.
And Ohio will also do its annual homeless census on Wednesday. It's called the point-in-time count, and the count is supposed to be a snapshot of the homeless population on that date.